86-year-old Merryl Rebecca Galstaun, Irish woman born in India, who spent over 50 years in teaching in Kalyani and Calcutta, but migrated later to UK, was flown back to the city from Birmingham in a casket today, only to rest in peace as per her last wish at a cemetery in Arvedipur near Kalyani next to her husband. Born in 1932 in Dongargarh of Madhya Pradesh to Irish couple, Merryl Rebecca Galstaun, 86, was one of the founder teachers of Julien schools in city, who once with her husband Peter Anthony Galstaun had helped Mother Teresa to set up a free school at her home at a 14 Ripon Lane. But she died in a hospital in Birmingham on December 10. To respect her last wish, her sons, grandsons today brought her back, transporting over 5,000 kilometers from Birmingham to Kalyani to bury her next to her husband at the Arvedipur cemetery adjacent to the Don Bosco Catholic Church in Kalyani, where she used to pray during her 12-year stay there as a teacher of the Julien school. In 1947, Merryl married Peter. Then he was a sergeant with the British Indian Army. He later joined the Calcutta Police, but after retirement, he set up a private hostel in Kalyani, where Merryl, when Julien Day's Kalyani unit was opened. She stayed there until her husband Peter died in 2002 and buried at the Arvedipur church. Today, the body first arrived at the Don Bosco Church in Raghunathpur at about 10 a.m. in a casket where Father Francis organized the farewell service. Later the body was taken to Arvedipur burial ground adjacent to the church. During the early 60s, Merryl joined the Safi school as a teacher. Later she taught at Oshakel before joining the Julien in 1969, being one of the founder teachers of its first units in the city. In 1988, she shifted to Kalyani when the Julien Day School was opened. Her only last wish was to rest in peace with her husband.
Over there, she emphasized that she wanted to be with her husband.
It was her last wish.
Her last wish.
And she was a teacher in Kalyani.
She was a teacher in Julien Day. She's one of the founder teachers of the Julien Day School.
Kalyani branch.
What is the link between this place and the burial place in Peter?
I'll tell you about it.
Yes, he'll tell you.
My grandfather was working in AG Church. He was an ambulance driver years back in Calcutta. And grandmother was a teacher in Julien Day School in the primary department. And then she got a transfer to Calcutta and my grandfather was retired. So what better option? He said, let's go to Kalyani, you be a teacher and then we'll open a hostel. So they came over here, they opened a hostel and we had over 60 students. And the students have come to pay their respects today. So in this regards, we settled down in Kalyani. We were the first to open a hostel for the students and we did very well. Brought up the students on Christian habits and ways, taught them English, taught them manners and mixed a lot with the people. And after us, many other hostels opened up and it became a thriving business of Kalyani. Now, my grandfather was also buried over here, and when he was buried, Kalyani, I can say because I also was a part of it, Kalyani came to a standstill. Right. Practically everyone, from the people who sell fish and the people in the market, they also came. I mean, everyone came. So this is our grandmother now. She's been buried and the chapter's closed now.
Right.
Her generation is over.
Your grandmother is a very close relation with Mother Teresa.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was in Calcutta. She helped Mother Teresa, and she had, of course, and she gave Mother Teresa a place to stay, right. As was in the times of.
And
India.
help her to get a school open first in a.
That's what they said.
Right.
Yes, in the times of India, I read. Yes.
Right. Okay, your good name, please.
My name is Nigel.
Nigel Galstaun.
Yes.
Okay.
So we lived at number 14 Ripon Lane, and the house was a big house. It had a veranda, the house, a large veranda, which was about 30 feet by 20 feet. So when Mother Teresa left to Loreto Convent to work for the poor, she came to our house and asked our permission, my mom and dad, uncles, that can she teach the children in our house on the veranda.
Okay.
So she gathered from 5, 10, 15, 20, she gathered the children, and for about 2 years, she taught those children over there at that spot. Now we have some friends of us who studied with Mother Teresa. They're still living there in Jerusalem, in Israel. And they've given us testimony, witness that yes, we studied there with Mother Teresa. She gave us biscuits, she gave us milk, stuff like that. So the first time she left the convent, her school opened in our house.
It was the beginning.
Then after, she became big.
She got her own house.
Then of course she became big.
Oh, your good name, please?
My name is Max Galstaun.